Hey guys, welcome to MADcars. I'm Max. I spend a lot of time in my garage and even more time thinking about how to make my classic Mini perform exactly the way I want it to. So this video will be an introduction to the channel. We'll be going through how I was building my 1275 fast red engine with lots of high performance components. We were running a single HIF 44 carb, which is in this video. But we hit a turning point and we hit a solid 85 horsepower with the setup, but we're looking for some more performance and response. So we'll be tearing out the old setup and we'll be switching to a twin carb system in a future video. We'll be overhauling the suspension as well. We'll be putting some high-lows in at the start of the next chapter for my classic Mini that I've owned for over, I'd say, a good 15 years or so. It's not just about bolting on parts, it's about the precision. We're going to be taking a lot of the components to the machine shop to get some spec correctly. We'll be diving into some installations. So if you're into classic Mini restorations and engine builds or anything to do with classics, hit that subscribe button and stick around to see some more videos. We'll be doing some unboxings and we'll also be going through the details of building the twin carb setup and a lot of setup to go along with that as well. Possibly taking it to the dyno to get re-dynoed. I'm hoping to get near enough 100 horsepower, depending on what we can get out at the time. So yeah, stick around. So guys, yeah, as you can see, I've started to lap the valves in now on the cylinder head. I need to do a quick plane across to make sure it's flat, which I'm going to do at some point. We've got the new exhaust valves in. I've also got new double springs for the valves. These are the new ones. They're the inlet ones. They're perfectly fine. As you can see, I'm starting to lap them in now. As you can see before, there's not really much seal going around there. You can see with the shine on the new one, you can see which ones I've got left to do. That one was a test with the old valves when I realised I needed new ones. So if you have a look with the old ones, they're all sort of pitted and horrible around the edge. They're just literally they're broken. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time lapping these in now, making sure that the valves are seated nicely in the cylinder head. So we will go from there. Morning guys, so today we are taking the engine block and the cylinder head with the camshaft bearings to a machine shop local to me. We're going to be taking it there just to sort of refine the block and the head really. They're not terrible, I just want them planed off. Obviously we're going for a bit more higher horsepower. Got the new bearings because they got to be pressed in and they're a pain in the ass, so I'm going to take them to get the guys to do them. Head just needs a quick skim. It's not terrible, just got a little flat spot in the middle, not massive. Obviously we're going to be porting the exhaust and the inlets mildly, so we give it a little bit of an extra port, just get them gases to go. So we're going to be going in my i30 and taking it to the engineering shop, and we'll see you there. Hey guys, as you can see, this is a photo of the cylinder head when I went to pick it up from the machine shop. This first video will be very choppy changey. There's a lot of footage that I lost in this sort of like doing the actual process of the components, but now I'm going to be starting to record regularly. There'll be a lot more content in these videos. This first one sort of a bit of a chop and change where I had to stitch basically a couple of bits of the footage together to kind of make sense. But we'll be doing, I'll be posting a couple of photos and stuff towards the end as well, explaining at what stages and where we're at the moment, with a couple of spoilers. As you can see, the cylinder head is nicely planed off and the engine block is lovely and planed off. I had all the tolerances checked on both of it, and it's literally spot on. So yeah, we're going to some further bits. We'll show some sort of rolling road spoilers, a little bit of the engine running, and I'll show some photos of the progression as well. One of the projects we've got, so because it's going to be a bit more of a sporty engine, this is the center cap of the engine. The engine's a 3 bearing crank, so you've got one at the end, one in the middle, one at the other end. I've heard from what I've seen in forums that they can spin the center bearing. So what I've got is the block kit to reinforce it. So this center cap will have to be milled flat, which we'll be doing on the mill behind me. Mill the top flat, then the block of metal can sit on the top with some longer studs, and that just makes sure that it is clamped down and doesn't allow the bearing to spin on the crank. We've now cleaned up all the pistons and everything, but you'll have to see in next week's episode, because we might not be staying 1275. We might be going a bit oversized, but we'll have to see. So if anyone wants any 1275 pistons, let me know, because might be having to buy some new ones. But we've got all of the valves ready, ready to get sorted out. Yeah. So guys, this is the built-up cylinder head. I believe they were 1 to 5 to 1 roller rockers from MAD. All brand new studs. I spent a lot of time porting the cylinder head as well. So the cylinder head is been ported out perfectly angled by myself. It's about the same width as the large bore exhaust manifold. So it flows really, really well. I had to put in a lot of new valves and stuff like that because a lot of them are pretty knackered. So after this, we went on to building the main block up, which you should see any second now. So this is the bottom end of the block. As you can see, the center reinforced bearing carrier is in. So it's literally just a milled block with longer studs to go in, but longer bolts, to clamp down that middle bearing for higher RPM. As you can see, we were testing the clearances and everything, make sure it's spinning around nice and smoothly. And this one, you can see the top half of the block. So we've got the pistons in, and we are setting up the vernier timing gear, fully adjustable timing gear with duplex chain. This was very new to me. I've not done anything like this, setting up the cam timing and stuff, so it was quite challenging, but we got it sorted. As you can see, this part of the engine is where we put the cylinder head on the block. We got most of the ancillaries on the outside. We've put a lot of it on, and it's just a nice representation how you can see how well the head is ported, literally to the biggest possible bore to shift that air in and out. Here also you can see the engine now is pretty well built up. This is without the flywheel on, I believe, so it's got a lightweighted flywheel. It's got a MAD oil return pipe and stuff like that, so all billet stuff, lots of other bits and bobs. As you can see with this, it's now with the clutch and flywheel now on. It is a Verto clutch system on this engine. It's quite a late engine actually. I believe it's a 1996 engine or 1993. I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe it came out of a Metro. I think it had a bit of a hard life, but obviously it's completely been rebuilt now. So And here we have the fully built up engine. So this is with as much on it as I wanted to. It's all built up, ready to be put into the Mini. It was sat on my sort of like wheeled little jig in my garage. The garage, we've got an engine crane above. So it was a case of taking out my old 998 original engine and swapping this straight in. So everything was built up more or less ready to go, as you will see now. So this is with the engine first installed. As you can see, the single HIF 44 carb with an MED stub stack inlet as well. That is what we'll be getting rid of in putting in 2 HS4s. So the 1.5 inch carburetors. As you can see, this is with the engine roughly installed. So we will get through and show you some footage of it idling and running. Next up, we're going to be showing a little bit of a dyno pull to get this engine sorted for its bedding in period, and then I will show you the nice idle chop with the big heavy cam and some other spoilers ready for next week's video.